Chief, your thoughts on the sentence that was just handed down to Steve?
I think it was a healthy dose of justice, is what I think it was. I was surprised that the sentence was at the upper end of the range, and I was very surprised at the $250,000 fine. But I do think that the victims of this corruption, which you heard the judge talk about, the 1 million people of St. Louis County, can rest assured that our government does still work right, even though we've seen corruption in this case. When it's exposed and the right things are done, this is how it ends. So hopefully all elected officials should attend a hearing like this today, because it should be a great deterrence to get involved in any of this kind of activity.
I mean, what's the big difference talking 9 months, 37 months or 46 months? And, you know, you heard Scott Rosenblum bring up his points. Then you also heard the judge and her reasoning at the end. I think she said this has been your everyday life.
Yeah, she did not fall for Scott's argument, which I think was fair, that she did not fall for that. But you heard at the end they talked about a program that he could go into. What that program does is if you admit you have some sort of substance abuse or alcoholism, it'll allow you to get up to a year off your sentence. So there wasn't much discussion about that, but that's what that meant when you heard the judge and Mr. Rosenblum talking about that. So he could actually serve quite a bit less than 46 months if the Bureau of Prisons allows him into that program.
But she wasn't going to recommend that, right?
Correct. She said she wouldn't oppose it, but she would not recommend it.
We heard a lot about the erosion of public trust in county government today. Do you think this sentence today will send a message to the taxpayers, the victims of this crime?
There's no doubt in my mind, but there's been a lot of damage done, and it's going to take us years to recover from that damage. So I look forward to moving on at this point and moving forward. And unfortunately, I don't think it's over yet. I think there could be more charges for others. And you also remember there was an agreement made with Mr. Stenger that the federal government would not go after additional charges. That doesn't relieve the state government of that same right. They have a right, the state does, to charge him with state crimes if those are discovered.
Where do you see the damage? Where do you see the damage?
Where do you see the damage? All over in county government. The employees that were demoralized. Mr. Rosenblum talked about, well, nobody really was fired. Well, there were people that quit good career jobs because they were being forced out by Mr. Stenger because he would not agree to the schemes. They talked about one employee that left for a better paying job. Yeah, sure she did. I know her well. She worked for many years in county government honorably. She left because of this. Make no mistake, there were people's careers affected by this.
Do you think he's actually remorseful? Did you sense remorse today?
I did not. I think he's remorseful, and he's fearful and concerned because he got caught, and he now has to go to the penitentiary for a significant amount of time. And I take no joy in seeing that happen to someone. However, he knew what he's doing. We're talking about a smart, educated man here. He knew exactly what he was doing this whole time, and decided to do it for many years, as you heard the judge say.
Right, this just start in December of 2018. I mean, that's pretty much, if it ended there.
Well, and you have to remember, too, the county council speaking at a public meeting about federal authorities following Sheila Sweeney. Remember those comments? He continued his conduct after he knew that happened. What does that tell you about remorse?
Does Mr. Rosenblum have a point? I know you weren't on the council at the time, but St. Louis Economic Development Partnership Board could have scrutinized the contracts. County council did not have to approve some of the leases that they were. They don't bear some responsibility, but is the letter somewhat disingenuous in that, oh, well, we were wrong too? They could have taken action in some of these cases.
You're right. I was not on the council then, but certainly I served with people that were on the council then. And to hear Mr. Rosenblum use the word hypocritical, I think I heard that right, of the victims in this case, is unbelievable that he would say that. These council members were lied to by staff and Mr. Stenger. That's why they approved some of these contracts. They were lied to. You don't expect your staff to lie to you when you ask for information that you have to vote on to decide whether or not it's right or not. You expect to get the right information, and that wasn't being done.
You think this is fair, right, just? Did he get what he has coming
Yes.
today? Is it enough?
I do.